Hey, what's up? I'm Scott, and you're hanging out with Gayme Time. All things basketball from an off-straight perspective. I love this sport. It has helped me become who I am. Just because you're gay doesn't mean that you can't be an athlete. In this episode, we'll be talking about LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. We all know going into the NBA season, the biggest storyline is LeBron James coming to the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers haven't been relevant in the last few years. They don't even make the playoffs. Now with Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka in the front office, the Lakers actually have a direction. They've gotten younger, they got a new coach in Luke Walton, and now they have LeBron James. And they have cap space for free agency next year. We don't know what LeBron James is going to do, but we know he has a history of winning, and we're hoping he brings that to the Lakers. Back with me, I have my friends Donavion and Garsten. Garsten, you're like me, I know you're a diehard Laker fan, and you're from LA.
Yeah.
What does it mean to have LeBron James come back to the Lakers and give us some sort of hope and put us at least in conversation of maybe being a champion?
And honestly, anytime you get the best player in the league, that is something to celebrate, and that gives you a new beginning. And so with this, even if you don't think that they can compete for a championship this year, you can see the framework of where they're going, combining LeBron James, the best player in the entire NBA, with several blue chip young talent pieces. We are in contention for years to come.
We all know LeBron James is the winner. That's what he does. I mean, we saw last year in the finals how he was able to take the team that should not have been in the finals and at least get them there. LeBron James has a history of that. Lakers fans are diehard. I mean, Garsten and you are a testament to that. I was a Lakers fan until the whole Shaq and Kobe thing. I'm a Shaq fan through and through. That's my favorite player of all time.
Big girls stick together.
Big girls stick together. Having LeBron on the team is going to make the team something that people want to watch again. It's going to bring people back to the Lakers stadium and back into that market. And I think they have a lot of talent there.
So you guys bring up blue chips, young talent, and we all know that in this league now, how it works, you should at least have 3 superstars. Lakers have young pieces and a lot of weird signings with veterans. If you had to pick someone to be the number 2 option to play wingman for LeBron, who's that going to be?
I don't even think there's a question about it. I think Brandon Ingram is clearly the player they expect to become their second superstar. The Lakers do have a lot of cap space next season, which they can bring in another piece. But I've already seen it in the preseason so far. Brandon Ingram has looked like a star. You're going to see him continue to develop. He's actually only 21 years old. He's 2 years younger than Kyle Kuzma, who came out much later in his career than Ingram. And so I think you're going to see him continue to grow and develop into one of the best players in the league. And I think he can be an all-star as soon as this season.
I've always liked Ingram. When they drafted him, I was super excited. You could see the potential. He's got the build of length. He just has a lot of raw talent in there, and that's what I always expect him to be the number 2. I know people are kind of high on Kuzma because of what he did and how he can shoot, but for me, Ingram just has a little more. He's a higher ceiling.
Let's also not count out Lonzo Ball. This kid had a lot of hype coming out of college last year, but he actually his plus minus was amongst some of the best in the league for a point guard.
The big question overall is, do you think the Lakers will make the playoffs?
I mean, they're absolutely going to make the playoffs. How far they're going to get? I mean, they're going to have to play against one of the best 2 teams in the entire freaking league. So, I have no idea, but they'll make it.
I would say yes, and I think they'll probably get home court. So I would guess the 4th seed, first round.
So in this episode, we're going to introduce a new segment called Stardom, Trade'em, or Bench 'em. Garsten, Donavion, I'm going to give you a couple players, and you have to give me a reason why you should either trade them, bench them, or start them. First player we'll go with is the Rockets' new signing, Carmelo Anthony. Donavion?
Well, he just got traded.
Yeah.
He'll probably spend quite a bit of time on the bench,
Okay.
and that's just Carmelo. He's at that point in his career where he's not going to be doing the same kind of things. Maybe like what Ray Allen did when we saw him playing with LeBron, coming in, having spurts of scoring, but not really being a full-time player on the what you expect from the roster. I don't know.
Bench him next.
Okay. Former Laker and also a guy from my home state, Washington, is Isaiah Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, why don't you take this one?
God. Isaiah Thomas. Goodness. You've got, like, these are very difficult situations here. Isaiah Thomas is Isaiah Thomas. I want to start him because I think, you know, he has a lot of fire in him that you can't deny, and it's kind of like a LeBron James kind of mindset where, like, when he's out there, he inspires confidence in the team, and he also brings that confidence himself, so you start him and you let him, like, you know, set things on fire and just do shit.
I'm going to disagree with this bitch, and I would say that Isaiah Thomas, though he is well-intentioned, is much worse of a player than he thinks he is in his mind. So I'm going to say Vincent. I think there's definitely a role for him in this NBA, but I think he's a little bit overzealous about his talent.
Alright guys, now it's time for Swish or Break. This is our version of Hot or Not. We'll start with Maya's winner.
Swish.
Swish.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Damian Lillard.
Swish.
Swish, fish.
I'm a performer, baby. This is what I do.
Can I get an amen?
And third player, former Laker, who I wish was not traded, Larry Nance Jr. Swish! Oh, looks like that's the buzzer and we're out of time. So, I just want to say thank you guys for joining me again. It's been a pleasure to have you. Make sure you guys like us and follow us on Instagram and on YouTube. That's Gayme Time. Cheers.
All right,